Hey guys, welcome back, or if you're new here, thanks for clicking on this video. Today we're going to go through our massive moving beyond the page order. So the first box that we're going to open is for my first grader. Okay, so this is a laminated calendar. Let's see if I can get that open. I've got scissors, I'll use those. Laminated calendar, which I actually didn't know was in here, so that's interesting. And then I have the packing slip. Pull that out real quick. Okay. So the first semester unit that I got is called Patterns, and this is from the age 5 to 7. So it has a math component of patterns. And then there is a Busy Bugs book about patterns. So this I've actually looked at online, the parent manual, and I think that this is a little bit young for first grade. We've already covered a lot of these things incidentally, so I'm not sure how in depth we'll go into the first part of this unit. And then bear hugs. And I think this goes with the second part of this concept, which goes more into language arts and things like that. And so it has different words and CVC words and rhyming words that go with this book. So that is, I think, where we're going to start. And then this is the parent manual, which comes with every moving beyond the page package. There's a parent manual, and then this is the student manual, which is the work that they do. And so I've lately been printing these out from online. So this is an example of what I was talking about with the first part of this unit, which is like, this would be really great for kindergarten, I think. But since we're in first grade, we've kind of already done some of this stuff. And so this is where the second part starts, the second unit, which is like word patterns. And so this is exactly, see, here's the page, title page, unit 2. So patterns in sounds, words, and action. So this is where we're going to be starting. And this is the work that I had printed out for her to start when we start this. So very happy with that. And again, if you buy this, you get 18 months access to the online. And so what I've been doing is I'll use the parent manual for the actual assignments. Like it'll tell you, get this book, get this string, stuff like that. Let's see if we can go to one of them. So this is what a lesson looks like. So I prefer using the hard copy for this. And then if you were trying to decide between online or a physical copy, I personally would recommend getting the parent guide, the physical copy, and then getting the student guide online, because then you can print it out, and then if it gets messed up, you can print a second one. Or you can look through the different activities and decide what you want to do. I just find that to be a lot easier. And then I think the next things I'm going to take out might be part of a different, maybe this is, I'm looking at my packing slip to see what this is part of, because I'm not sure. Anyway, whatever. Child's calendar. Love the literature that they pick. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to get more of these. So this one I know is from the 6 through 8 concept, which I think is called geography. And I got that whole unit. So there's going to be a lot of stuff from that. So this is the first book that you read with that. Then we have the Egyptian Cinderella. And so this one is, it's either called geography or culture. I'm sure we'll find the parent guide in the bottom of the box. But I really liked how this has like literature from different parts of the world. Why mosquitoes buzz in people's ears. And then Cinderella's story from China. Explore South America. And I've already printed out some of the assignments from this, and it's got map work, and it's got, questions about these different areas and things. And then Christmas around the world, if you're interested in that. Africa is not a country. Very popular book with various different curriculums. Paul Bunyan. And as you can tell, these books are more diverse than some of the other sources that we use. So I really like incorporating these as well as the other ones. And then I think, okay, the last parent guide's under there. This is the Children's Picture Atlas. This is the spine for this, whatever it's called, geography or culture. It starts out with the universe. What are maps, countries and cities, people. So very good, very accessible social studies content here. And I'm just going to move these books out of the way. And then these are the, so it is called culture, but culture is broken up into separate subtopics, which I will try to show you. Okay, so we start with geography, then people around the world, and stories around the world. So that's the 3 separate components of this unit study. And so here it starts out with this, which, by the way, I think this is a state standard in most states. And another thing that I like about this particular level, I think it's really good for going up or down. So this, for example, is something that you're just going to color the armadillo's journey, if you remember that picture book. But then this part could be used for a slightly older child, which I do have a 4th grader. So I enjoy when I can, use one thing for 2 kids on the same lesson. So that's the student guide for that. And then this is the parent guide. And again, this just has like telling you what to do. And it's pretty scripted. I mean, you could go off script, but it tells you, ask your child, before you begin your activity, ask your child this, do that, stuff like that. So I like having that structure if we need it. I don't always necessarily use it, but it's good to have. So that is everything I ordered for my 1st grader. Now we will jump into what I got for my 4th grader. And he's here next to me if he starts commenting. And this is a much bigger box. The reason for that is because I ordered him 2 separate math packages because it's by age rather than grade, and he is 9, so he is rocking and rolling on the 7 to 9 second semester, but he is in 4th grade, so some of the concepts are from the next level up, which is 8 to 10, so we got both of those, so that's why this box is giant. So first thing is the math. This is the Moving Up math materials kit. So we last year got the comprehensive math manipulatives kit. So we have things like dominoes and dice and cards and all that stuff. And so this is the materials that you specifically need for 8 to 10 that are not included. Yeah, let's open that up and you can look at it. So this is like if you've already done math with them and you just need the next thing. Let's see what's in here. So, and here is the list of everything that is included, and this is all on their website, so don't feel like you have to study this. So these are foam tiles, probably for pattern work or fractions, wooden dominoes, counters, measuring tape, rubber bands, whiteboard markers. This looks like playing cards and math fact flashcards, and there's like paper. This is a clock. So some of this stuff is kind of redundant. We probably even have it, but this is part of our charter experience, is being able to get these things. Okay. Oh, cool. I didn't even know we were getting this. So we got the science kit. This is good news because, so first of all, so the science concept that's covered from 8 to 10 is, at least in part, geography. So you have dig a dinosaur skeleton. I did not even know this was included. That's very exciting. Because I ordered the whole, what did I order? I don't even know what I ordered, but apparently I ordered this, which makes sense why everything is so expensive. So geography is covered, and I was looking at the assignments, and there are a bunch of labs involving rocks. So I was like, oh, that's a bummer, because we had a rock kit and have no idea where it is, but it looks like we have all of the materials, and it tells you for which concept. So there's similarities and differences, rocks and minerals, exploration and survival, animal adaptations. That's exciting. I really didn't know I got all this stuff, so we need to make sure that we don't lose any of it so that we could actually do the labs. And then this is going to be all of the curriculum. So as you can see, there's 3 things here. So one of the things should be math, and then I think the other 2 should be curriculum, or possibly 2 of these are math. We'll find out. Okay, this is the so these are the read aloud books, and they are from the which concept is this from? Let's see. So, Mystery of Meerkat Hill. Okay, so these are from age 8 to 10, concept 3, which is called, I don't know, we'll find that out in a minute, but these are the literature from concept 3. So I'm looking at the packing slip. Looks like I ordered everything from concept 3. So there's a science unit, social studies unit, and language arts unit. So anyway, these are 2 of those books. Here, you can put them over there. And this is Holes. This is, I think, the first literature unit in this concept. I just printed out, there's 2 separate materials that are used for this. So one of them is like typical reading comprehension questions, and then there's separate activities. So I'll show you those when we get to that guide, but this is a pretty substantial book.
There's a movie of that.
Yeah, there's a movie of that too. Okay, so this is from the math 7 to 9 concept. So these things are just kind of mixed. Spaghetti and meatballs for all. This is from the math 8 to 10 concept. And I'll just show you. These books are really great. My 6-year-old really likes them too. This is like living math books. I know a lot of Waldorf homeschoolers also use books like this. Fractions. This is part of the 7 to 9 concept, pretty sure. And then this was one of the big draws of the 8 to 10 concept 3, social studies. Oh, okay. So I ordered the social studies unit on Africa and Asia, social studies Europe, and I think social studies Africa. Oh, I already said Africa and Asia, just kidding. So there's a couple of these different books for the different continents. So that was one of the main reasons I wanted to get this concept. Then Beatrice's Goat. There's a couple different versions of this book out there. The Kitchen Knight. This is, I believe, a math book. Let's see. I'm not sure. It might just be social studies. We'll find out. Turn of the Century. 11 Centuries of Children and Change. So we always like these kind of books. Shows, through time. And there's another book called, I think, House on Maple Street, in older, or in the younger curriculum that does that. Kid's Guide to Japan. This is written by Moving Beyond the Page, so you can't get it anywhere else. And so I feel like there's a lot of overlap with the concepts in the Bookshark Eastern Hemispheres, but this is for younger kids, so I really like that. So it looks like there's kind of a Middle Ages situation going on here. Sea King's Daughter, Russian Legend. See, I didn't even look at all the literature that was included. That's cool. And as you can see, these are picture books, but they're really dense. So these are not little kid books. These are like, kids who have a longer attention span can sit through a story. Snow Queen. I think this is also a traditionally Russian story, or at least Scandinavian. This is what I think Elsa's based on. Okay. Then we have fractions, decimals, and percents. And this is from the 8 to 10 math curriculum. I'm looking at the packing slip. And so we've really been into these. I've seen math books like this before, but we haven't been able to get into them. This is a book that I think is out of print, so it's really hard to find, like, used timely. And this is from what is this from? How Much is a Million? This is the 8 to 10 math. Symmetry. This is, I think, also 8 to 10 math. They unfortunately don't have a math bundle by semester, or at least I couldn't figure out how to do it, so I had to add these individually to our purchase order for the charter. So there is a chance that I might not have gotten something properly, but and there's a whole series of these books, the circumference books. These are just the ones for, oh look, Angleland. And then this is from the 8 to 10 Rocks and Minerals unit. So this is another example of something where there's, they have actual comprehension questions after you read certain pages. And then wholly separate from that, there are science activities and labs, testing with Mohs scale of hardness, is a rock magnetic, all these different things. And there's a really cool flow chart for determining what these rocks or minerals are. Okay, so here is the schedule of the 8 to 10 year. So some of these we already have. I got the Native American animal stories and the Native American units a couple of years ago. So we already have those, and we do use the literature from those regularly. And then I tried to get a mix of the different units of topics that we haven't covered yet. So for example, we've read Mrs. Frisbee, we've read Pedro's Journal. I already have Lion Witch in the Wardrobe, and we've been working on Little House in the Big Woods for a while. And I've also got other language arts curriculum from various sources. So I wanted to focus on, I guess I just got a couple of these different concepts. I already had The Power of the People, I think. That was the social studies one I got recently, which I didn't film, but we've been working through that. So anyway, and this is I think this is the student guide. I can't remember if these are, it says, this is the Rocks and Minerals guide. So let me just show you, if I can find quickly. So the way that they do it, I guess, once you're 8 to 10 is they have everything in one guide. So it has the instructions first, followed by the activity pages. So this is a lesson. It starts on this, where is it? It starts on this page, and it gives you the overview of everything you're going to do. And then these are the different activities. So again, I prefer using the online way of accessing these because there's so many parts. I'm having trouble flipping the page. Okay, whatever. Here's what I was talking about with reading comprehension, and then here's an example of like a lab that you do. And it tells you what's in the kit, which we just looked at, and like what you have to have. So I'm guessing I have to, oh, it even says it has glue. So anyway, I'm really excited about that unit. I think it's going to be really good. Here is the 8 to 10 math semester 1, and here are the concepts that are covered in the 2 semesters of math for 8 to 10. And I've previously shared about the 7 to 9. So if you want to watch that video, it's available. And this is just the parent guide. So this is where you're going to be looking for what lessons you're doing. And then this is the semester 2 of the math. And so you see here we're getting into the long division, adding fractions. And so the 7 to 9 curriculum covers a lot of these same concepts, but like for the first time. So this is really the second time you're doing it and you go more into depth about it. So that's why I really wanted to make sure that we in depth covered it with the 7 to 9 first before we moved on. And these are the types of activities, which if you've seen my completed 7 to 9 video, you'll know what type of stuff is included in that. Okay, sorry for that interruption. So next we have the interactive notebook. It's got something inside, so I'll take that out for a sec. So this is where you put all of your work, completed student work. So once we finish the one for 7 to 9, we'll move on to this, and it has the tabs, and you put it in there. And it says other examples of things that you can put in. So I did originally try to just get a regular binder with tabs, but the cost was so close to this one. I think this is around $10 because the price of everything is so insane. So you're not going to save that much money by getting your own binder and tabs unless you already have them. Because obviously you don't need that, but it's nice to have as a portfolio. Okay, so this is the student activity book for 8 to 10 semester 1. And they do have samples on their website, so you can see what sorts of things are included. And this is basically all the work that your student's going to be doing. And it has projects. It sometimes has different versions of things. So, if you want to have like a more in-depth or a more detailed or what have you. And as you can see, this is quite substantial. So I wouldn't be surprised if this took more than a semester to complete, but I feel that it's more important to be thorough and take the time that it takes than to finish on a particular deadline. So, okay, last parcel. And so I was looking at my packing slip, and it says I ordered, these are the things that I ordered. The semester 2 of 7 to 9, the full year of the 8 to 10 math, and the complete similarities and differences package. So that's all that I got, is that complete concept. And it gives you everything that's included here. So here is the parent guide. I think, is it the parent guide? Oh, this is just right. So it has everything for this unit. So that's an example of the activity, and this is an example of reading comprehension. So it's 2 different types of activities. And there's also like links and other things within each of these lessons. So it's not only, you read a book and do a worksheet. Definitely don't want to give that impression. So that's that. Next, Europe. let's see if I can just find an overview of what's covered here. Okay, so this is the overview of what's covered in the Europe unit. And each subtopic has its own final project, which is kind of cool. And then stories from units. So as you can see, Europe is the social studies curriculum, and Stories from Europe is the language arts curriculum. This is an interdisciplinary approach, so you will be doing these two things, I think, simultaneously. And so this is probably the Snow Queen and that other Russian route that we saw. And here's an example of the schedule. And I'm trying to see if there's like an overview, but it looks like I'm not finding it. Okay, so here is the table of contents for the language arts, Stories of Europe unit, I guess you would call it. That's that. And here is Stories from Africa and Asia. So again, this goes with the Africa and Asia social studies unit. And then we have Wholes, which is a whole in-depth language arts unit. And if we look on the back, where is it? So Wholes goes with the rocks and minerals science unit. So this is the language arts, this is the science. So each one of these three concepts, which is what is in this box, there's a social studies and a social studies and a language arts unit, and probably science mixed in. Or I guess it would say, so I don't know. And then we have the 7 to 9 semester 2 math, and this is the parent manual. So this just has the, how to do the instruction, and this will say like get your dominoes out or get out those things. And there are lessons online that you can do, and there are also assessments at the end of the lessons. And so when you're in your online account, everything is there. I can't remember what it's called, but they have a proprietary thing that does a comprehension check at the end of each lesson. If you want to do that, we don't always do it, but it's really good reinforcement. And then this is the last thing. This is the semester 2 student activity book. And so just to give you an idea of the types of work that your student would be doing for age 7 to 9 math, semester 2. So that's everything in our giant box. Hopefully I'll be able to stitch these two videos together. But thanks for watching, and let me know in the comments if you have any questions.